From time immemorial, civilizations have nestled on the banks of rivers. Indus, Ganga, and Nile are only a few names we read in the pages of history, but in every nook and corner of the world are such rivers that filled life into villages, towns, and cities. One such city is Vadodara, in the western state of Gujarat, where the serene Vishwamitri river has been the lifeline for its citizens for centuries. However, a growing threat looms over Vishwamitri as construction and demolition waste continues to be dumped along its banks, posing a grave risk to the river's ecosystem.
Hi, my name is Nana Kapadia and I am a student of MURP at MS University.
Hello, my name is Shreya. I am student of Master in Urban and Regional Planning from MSU Vadodara.
Hi, thanks for having me here. My name is Neha Sarvate. I'm an architect environmental planner. I've had about 20 years of professional experience both in the US and in India, and 14 years of academic experience in Gujarat. I primarily teach in the Master of Urban and Regional Planning program at MSU, and I've been working for river issues since the last decade or so.
So we surveyed total 33 sites and 86 sub-sites which were near Bukikas, Akota, Bhimnath, Sama, Manjalpur, and which were spread evenly across Vadodara.
It depends what you mean by legal. Legal if it is allowed by the authorities or it is a dedicated approved site, disposal site by the authorities, either it is a state pollution control board or the municipal authorities. Only one or two sites are legal right now. Rest all are illegal sites. Of course, any site along the river or in the wetland are illegal or unauthorized as per scientific methods. So anyways they become illegal, but legally approved sites, we have only one or two sites in the city of Vadodara, and which right now they have just been approved and they have just started processing the debris waste over there.
The Vishwamitri River, once a pristine lifeline, is now grappling with a severe crisis due to the dumping of construction and demolition waste. The city of Baroda has witnessed a distressing increase in this practice, with debris including plastic waste and other pollutants like legacy waste obstructing the river's natural flow, flooding the city after a heavy downpour as the debris dumped on its bank reduces its carrying capacity. The waste decays, lowering oxygen levels and eradicating vital habitats. Native species are forced out of the urban environment, disrupting the river's delicate balance.
Debris is a resultant of construction activities that happen in rural or urban areas, and normally there is no site allocated for a very long period of time in any urban area for the dumping or the disposal of this kind of construction waste and construction debris. So there are two types of waste over here. One is construction waste, which is during construction, and the debris which is due to the demolition of old buildings. So as our cities grow and our cities age, the older stock of buildings and infrastructure would then need to be replaced by the newer stock as per the current trends in development, and hence a lot of debris is created. So that becomes a source of debris creation in a particular city, and ideally the conditions should be that the city should provide a disposal site or a recycling facility where this debris can be processed and so that it doesn't pollute. But most of our cities today don't have that kind of facility, and hence the people who have to dispose the debris in terms of the contractors or the developers, they don't have a location to dump this debris, and they find ravines or ponds or riverine areas or unused pieces of land where they tend to dump this debris. So then this process goes on for years and it ends up as legacy waste.
During my course of the study, I have observed that these construction and demolition debris are harming river and the water flow as well. River water is polluting due to the dumping of these construction and demolition debris. It is harming the biodiversity as well. Because of that, many areas are waterlogged in the monsoon season.
The flood waters carry pollutants and contaminants from the debris, posing significant health risks to the inhabitants of Baroda. The structural damage inflicted upon buildings, roads and public utilities further burden the city's economy and well-being. So let us join hands from the government to the local authorities and the citizens to protect the river's ecosystem and preserve the city's well-being. By taking prompt action, Baroda can pave way for a sustainable future that safeguards its residents and the environment.
So as a planning student, my role was to visit site daily, measure the coordinates of the site, its lateral height, and then calculate the volume of dump of debris and later map it on GIS software.
So is this calculation accurate or is it an estimate?
This is estimated calculation.
It is important to quantify the debris dump so that one can take actions as to how to process that debris. Plus, debris also can be used as a raw material for alternative building materials, and it can have other kind of uses as well. So, if somebody was to invest in a processing plant or a micro industry in order to process this debris and convert it into a resource, then that debris needs to be quantified. The debris also needs to be quantified because it is occupying a lot of unused areas, so-called, but that area belongs to water bodies, especially in Baroda. It is dumped in rivers, wetlands, ponds, lakes and small talauris and the waterways, the natural storm waterways that are there. So if the debris is quantified, one can estimate the compromised quantity of stormwater management when there is heavy rainfall or flash floods or waterlogged areas. So in order to understand what is the compromised carrying capacity of those riverine areas, it is important to quantify the debris.
The volume of debris dumped on Vishwamitri is estimated to be nearly 218,000 cubic meters, which can fill up to 88 Olympic-sized swimming pools. 88 Olympic swimming pools. Let that sink in.
Dumping is a lot of hazardous waste at times, a lot of toxic waste at times, and this waste then when it is lying in the middle of the roads or in riverine areas or water entities, they get exposed to the natural environment. So either through air, it causes air pollution, and a lot of times it causes dust, the intake, the establishment of dust in the city. The particulate matter or suspended particulate matter in the air increases, and it causes a lot of respiratory disease as well. Any debris that is dumped in soil will cause a lot of soil pollution, which then again will affect the water tables and the groundwater quality in the particular region, and will then cause a lot of waterborne diseases as well. So health hazard is a very big thing. A lot of debris, when not disposed properly, can cause other kinds of accidents on roads, on streets. A lot of debris then will also give rise to a lot of poisonous plants sometimes, or unnecessary or invasive type of vegetation, which again can cause a lot of allergic issues to the residents. A lot of debris can also result in waterlogging, which then results in a lot of mosquito breeding areas and diseases like dengue, chikungunya, malaria are on the rampant rise. So debris dumping has a lot of primarily health impacts on the citizens of Vadodara. Plus, it's also an eyesore, cause a lot of visual stress to the citizens. Wherever you go, you're driving, you're walking, you see a lot of debris. It is a visual upset to the city also, so that affects the mental and emotional health of citizens as well. Well, if it continues, at the end of the day, after a few years, the river will get completely blocked or choked. We will experience more episodes of flooding, waterlogging, longer episodes of waterlogging, more flooding, more flash floods in the river, more health issues amongst the citizens and the residents of the city. And it is also going to be a human-induced disaster in the coming, because the water will have no way to go, and we have reduced all the water channels and the waterways that we have. So it is a disaster in the making if the debris is not removed. It is also going to affect the water quality, the groundwater quality severely, and a lot of health hazards will be imposed, not just for 1 or 2 generations, for multiple generations to come. So land pollution, soil pollution and water pollution are going to be major threats if the debris is not cleared.
Addressing the issue at hand of debris dumped on the banks of River Vishwamitri is essential to safeguard its ecosystem and protect the citizens of the city from cascading problems that may arise from improper waste management. It is time for collective action. By implementing and operationalizing the Construction and Demolition Waste Management Rules 2016, Vadodara can lay the foundation for a sustainable future. Strict regulation against illegal dumping, regular monitoring mechanisms and penalties for offenders will discourage such activities. Establishing proper waste management infrastructure, including recycling centers and waste treatment plants, will provide citizens with responsible alternatives for waste disposal. Together, we can restore the river's glory and ensure a vibrant future.